What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 30 of our Madden 23 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode. You see, last week, Tom Brady and Tremaine Edmonds both picked up Players of the Week. Edmonds with an interception and a touchdown, 6 tackles. Brady, 400 yards. But hey, Devontae Smith, man, A.J. Brown took our last game over the top and couldn't be stopped. So we're gonna praise Devontae Smith. And dude, you had 98 yards and a hat trick. You had the potential and the talent just to be as good as A.J. Brown. You literally allowed A.J. Brown just to walk down the field half the game. A.J. Brown had what, $185, $190, $186, something like that. All because of Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown has earned 2,500 XP for inspiring a teammate. Way to go, A.J. Way to be an inspiration to all. Because you're a killer. Challenge for this game, get Devontae Smith 150 receiving yards against the Falcons. And, hey, any touchdown for Devontae Smith, get him some bonus rewards as well. Well, Devontae had a hat trick last game, so let's take a look at what we could do. Falcons, they do have someone else. They have former Eagles running back Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders had a career year his last year in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia opted to not re-sign him. He signed with the Atlanta Falcons. This is a Miles Sanders revenge game. We've had a few revenge games so far during this series. The Jalen Reagor revenge game, where Jalen Reagor came back to Philadelphia to try and make amends for his poor play as an Eagles receiver. Now we have the Miles Sanders revenge game, where Miles Sanders is back. He's like John Wick. People keep asking if he's back, if he's going to pop off and have like that LaShawn McCoy Bills revenge game. We're gonna figure out what's going to happen here. But taking a look, let's see the defense. Anyone injured on the defense that's going to need to be stopped? Miles Sanders? No one is injured on the defense. Offensively, last week we didn't have Landon Dickerson. We only allowed 1 sack, so he wasn't truly missed, but he was still definitely missed on the field. Offensively, we're looking A-okay. Everyone is good to go. Green means go. Devin Allen gets a +1 right there. He had a great week in practice with the second teamers, just absolutely torching Josh Jobe and whoever the backup corners are. But Devin Allen, there you go. He gets +1, the deep threat. Taking on the Atlanta Falcons here. Atlanta, they're known for a lot of things. Drafting Dion, drafting Michael Vick, 28-3. But they have to go up against probably the best corner in the league, Darius Slay. 12 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Can Miles Sanders and this Atlanta Falcons offense, can they put 2 and 2 together and figure out how to get a W? Something that no team has been able to do against Tom Brady here in Philadelphia. The only loss being the game that Jalen Hurts started, in which he did not have a good game. But Philadelphia on the field now during this rainy Atlanta weather, weather facing Atlanta. Doesn't quite matter though. Philadelphia, 18 interceptions, 24 sacks on the season. Average completion percentage is again 58.6, so a little over, half of completions allowed. I'm taking a look. 12 sacks, 4 interceptions, 52% completion. Maybe our pass completion isn't as good as we think it is here in Philadelphia at 58%. But hey, the sacks, interceptions, they're still getting it done. Now, Cordell Patterson, he's back there. He's feeling the rain. He's ready for opening kickoff. He's ready to try and take one back here in Philadelphia. Now coming out on the field for the Atlanta offense, it's going to be their starting quarterback, Hendon Hooker. Of course, Hooker spelled wrong because Madden 23's profanity filter does not allow you to put Hooker, so it's Hook just with an R. You're going to see a couple of those types of players throughout this series. Now, Miles Sanders' first carry of the game loses 2 yards. Jordan Davis on the stop right there. Big tackle for loss. 3rd and 12 now. Hendon Hooker's pass is nowhere close to target. Out comes Tom Brady and the Eagles. Tom Brady, the leader of men for the last 24 seasons. 24 touchdowns, 2,200 yards, no interceptions for the GOAT. Now out comes Tom. He's coming to the line of scrimmage. He's giving the plays out. And here we are at the 37-yard line. Tom Brady, he's going to get Devontae Smith over the middle. Devontae, in this rainy weather, is going to have to do probably some more possessive catches. 4 catches, 37 yards for the young wide receiver. Brady hit, ball comes out, kicked, picked up by the defense. And that's going to be a straightaway right there. He's at the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He's out of gas, and they just cannot catch up to him. That's going to be a fumble recovery for a touchdown for Will McDonald IV. Will McDonald gets the farm right there on the fumble recovery for a touchdown. 1st and 10 now after the fumble. That's going to be Devontae Smith getting involved with the offense. 55 yards on the day for Devontae. 3rd and 5 now. Play action, pass wide open is Devontae Smith. Makes a man miss, tries to throw a little bit of a juke move. Doesn't work. Devontae at 100 yards flat on the day here in the first quarter. Now 1st and 10. Tom's in his X Factor. Just instant sack right there. Can't even get through the animation for the play action before Madden goes, oh, we're going to sack him, knock him out of his X Factor. 3rd and 8. Here we go. Tom Brady looking to get a touchdown pass hit. And because of the rain, that one just thankfully is dropped because of the rain. Now setting up for the Jake Elliott field goal attempt. That kick will be up. That kick will be good, making this a 7-3 game. So Atlanta with the lead now. QB keeper right there, and Hooker, he's got himself a huge running lane. Darius Slay takes him down all the way down at the 8-yard line. Hendon Hooker with the play action, the QB keeper, the read option that just fooled everyone. 3rd and goal now after getting down to the 8-yard line, one play, and he just throws it out of the end zone. Bend don't break defense for Philadelphia, and now it's a 7-10 ball game. Devontae Smith, huge running lane, gets that one down to the 28-yard line. Over 150 yards passing for Tom on the day. 1st and 10 now. That's just going to be a sack. Just no one got open right there. 2nd and 12. Or 2nd and 20. 3rd and 15 now. Tom Brady stepping up in the pocket, throwing, and just batted down by the linebacker. 4th and 15. Here we go. Kick is up. Kick will be good. Jake Elliott with the leg of legs makes this a 10-6 ball game. So 2nd and 13 now for Atlanta. Handoff to Miles Sanders, who just gets stuffed right there by Hassan Reddick. Loss of 3 yards on the carry. 3rd and 15 now, empty backfield with Hooker. They're throwing it. Reddick comes in, hitting as he's throwing, and that ends up in no man's land. 1st and 10, here we go. It's going to be a play action. Devontae Smith with the grab. He's down at the 16-yard line. Big pickup for Devontae Smith as he has been dominant during this first half. Throwing, catching is Devontae Smith in the end zone. Tom Brady fights through contact to get Devontae his first touchdown of the game. 10 the score is now for Philadelphia. Hooker, there you go. That's what you like to see. Avonte Maddox jumps the route. Hendon Hooker just watching Pitts the entire time. And Maddox just steps in front of him, takes that one to the house, makes this a 20-10 game. Philadelphia leads. Now Hooker under the middle. That's going to be the first down reception. Now there's a penalty on the play, and it's going to be, of course, it's a roughing the passer. It's always roughing the passer. You touch a quarterback as they're throwing the ball, roughing the passer. 1st and 10 now after the roughing the passer play. Hooker's throwing, and that's going to be intercepted. James Bradbury with the pick. You can't test these Eagles corners, especially these outside two of Darius and James Bradbury. They are just too good at what they do, being absolute monsters the previous 2 seasons. So that takes us out of halftime. Coming into the second half of the game, we're gonna throw the ball a little more, and how we're gonna stop Hendon Hooker. We're gonna figure something out because the game doesn't always show plays properly. So defend the short throw, I guess. They'll hand off to Robinson. Robinson, a big part of this offense, especially in the second half. Just absolutely killer at just milking out the clock. He's got 9 carries, 70 yards on the day so far. Second and 4, looking for Devontae Smith, and Devontae Smith we have. Second touchdown of the game for Devontae. And there you go. He's got the 150 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns for the bonus. So let's see what he can do. Hendon Hooker, check down. Second and 7 now for the Atlanta Falcons. They're looking to not do that. Avonte Maddox, his second interception of the game. It's a foot race. He's got 2 men to beat, and there you go. That's a pick 6 for Avonte Maddox. Back-to-back games, Philadelphia has pick 6s. Last week was on the opening play. This week it's in the third quarter. 34-10, this game has been blown wide open. And of course, there's another roughing the passer. Darius Slay gets mossed on that one. And that's just going to be a massive 75-yard touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. Barring it standing, maybe it was a holding call. You know? No, it wasn't a holding. Roughing the passer. You hit the quarterback as they throw. As soon as the quarterback lets go and they hit him, it's roughing the passer every time. Going for a 2-point conversion right here. Atlanta, they're going to get it right there. Back of the end zone, committing to the run. Atlanta gets a 2-point conversion. It's 34-18. Philadelphia still has a massive lead. And they have an offense that can kill any clock. Now there you go. Big first down catch. 3rd and 7. Brady stepping up in the pocket. The crossing routes right there. That's going to be Quez Watkins with the reception. 2:59 on the day passing for Tom Brady. 1st and goal from the goal line right there. And that's going to be Devontae Smith again. He has back-to-back weeks with a hat trick. There you go. Look at that. Devontae Smith, back-to-back weeks with a hat trick. Philadelphia coming out victorious over the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta, they tried. They really did. They made it a game at one point. But Philadelphia is just too much for any team to even attempt to try and slow down offensively right now. Tom Brady's just too good at what he's doing. The Eagles receivers are too fast, too strong, too big, too quick. In the corners, you can't even test the outside guys. James Bradbury, Darius Slay, even Avonte Maddox in the slot. It's too hard to test these guys right now. And you really want to try and drop back and have them just get beat deep, pass rush is too good. 3 touchdowns, 286 for Brady, 143 for Robinson, 22 for Semien. Devontae Smith, 226, 36 for A.J. Brown. 2 sacks allowed, 1 by Goddard, 1 by Calcaterra. Tackles were led by Edmonds with 5. 2 tackles for loss led the team. And there was only 1 sack on the day. 3 total interceptions, 2 from Maddox, 1 from Bradbury. Some Jake Elliott perfection. No punts. Daniels and Quez had some returns. Now we do have some players who had some really good games. They're going to get some upgrades right there. Robinson, upgrade that power back. We're looking for his freight train. We're looking to get on him. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He's kind of quiet. He's kind of forgotten about player, but he always comes up big in this game. Jake Elliott, upgrade that power. Because why not? Jake Elliott's got a leg of legs. We get 3 to get power. We get power, a +1 to kick power for Jake Elliott. And then Beef Jurgens right here. Upgrade that power as well. Trying to get him to a scheme fit here in Philadelphia. But Philadelphia, they had themselves a pretty good game. And even Devontae Smith's like, yo, I did it. 3 touchdowns, 200+ receiving yards. Absolute monster of a game for Devontae Smith. If you had Devontae Smith in fantasy, you just won this week. Devontae Smith just won you fantasy for the week. 226, 3 touchdowns. Absolute killer day. Gets +5 catch, traffic, and release. Next game. Managed total. Managed got... Alright, cool. Good bonus for him right there. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode.